Hello, I'm Omar from Tablet Supply, and today we at the Richelieu showroom here for the open house in Reading, Pennsylvania. Let's take a look.
Drawings throughout the day. So I have all the vendors specials that are in here for the open house. And then we have a gift bag for you as well.
All right, thank you. We're here at the Richelieu open house here in Reading, PA with Sean. Sean, which is my salesman for Richelieu. How you doing, Sean?
Doing well, man. How about yourself?
Oh, good, man. Tell us a little bit more about Richelieu and what Richelieu carries and what you guys sell.
So Richelieu basically is a one-stop shop. So we have everything for your cabinet hardware. If you're using it for a cabinet, we have it. We have finishing, glues, fasteners. This is a place you can come and find anything and everything you may need. And if you have something that's innovative, we've probably got hardware for it.
That is good to hear, man. And what brands besides, I know you guys have your own brand, but what brands besides the Richelieu brands do you carry?
So with Richelieu, we have a number of brands. We have, if you're looking at just cabinet hardware, we've got Accuride, Salici, Bloom, Grass, and then you have Exalta and Savam, and Envirolac is a new one for finishes. And then you have Revishelf, Kesselbaumer, Halo, our primaries for kitchen accessories.
What are we seeing on the tables and the products that we're seeing here?
So right now we have each of our vendors. We have about 30 vendors here, and each of those vendors have some of their literature out. They have some of the new pieces. And then you have Accuride is here showing off their new 1532 for a pocket door system for something that's 48 inches and above. You have Revishelf that's here that has some new accessory pieces as well as some of their new lighting. We have our own Richelieu lighting from Domus. We have Wayne Underwood, who is our screw and fastener guy for reliable screws.
Go check that out.
We are now offering a lot of exterior grade screws and fasteners on top of your cabinet grade screws and fasteners. Envirolac and Exalta are here for finishing, as well as Savam for polyurethanes. Envirolac is a new one for us, and that's water-based materials. So a little bit of everybody here.
All right. Well, take me around and show me a couple of those, Sean.
Let's go. Let's go for a walk. Show you these. This is the K-Waste pull-out. New this year in the anthracite gray. Soft close. There's also a push-to-open option to be able to add on to the slides. Utility bins sit right on this frame. And you have the knife block there. Attach right to adjustable shelving. Pop it off. Get your right angle. Slide them out. And then can adjust on any one of the hooks. Our newest, latest, and greatest, the R push device.
I was looking at that this morning.
So then as we close that, as soon as you're closed.
So it just closed, you don't gotta push it in to close even like the old ones?
It's working off the soft close. You don't now have to push it in. Once you get the soft close to engage, it'll finish closing it itself. That is our latest and greatest.
What's it called? The K push? I mean the R push?
R push device. And that's how you can run it off the soft close hinge, all by adding that device. So the only thing you have to add is that piece. This is from us, from Richelieu. It's adjustable. Slide open and closed. Right now we can't because it's fixed. It's fixed to the table so we can actually use it. Runs off the ball bearing slides. Can be attached to the bottom of your shelf.
How wide can it go?
We can adjust from 12.5 inches up to just over 20 inches. So it allows you a lot of functionality. And you can do it in any space. It can be after the fact. You can have somebody that comes in and says, hey, Omar, you did a kitchen for me 2 years ago. I need something that can slide out now. Simple add-on. Basket's already done. If you choose, you can put some sort of base layer here if they don't want to see the wire racking, depending on what they're going to put. You can put a thin sheet of plastic, you can do a thin sheet of melamine, a 1/4 inch, something, and it'll function. Back here you start to see the Reliable line.
Was this Accuride?
This is Reliable. This is all of our screws. You have one of these posters. This is also one of the displays that we just came out with in the last handful of months. And then what I was just informed of today, and Wayne informed me, is we do bend tests on all the screws up to 45 degrees and they will not break. Right? It's all about the durability on it.
Yeah, and you might look at that and say, well, these are no good. The factory that made these boards first used too much air pressure on their staple gun, and so that's why it bent it right here. But it does not mean anything about the strength of the screw. And the threads on these are configured so that it grabs into the bottom board and not in the top, and that way it pulls down really tight.
It's just we just expanded on the collection. Like we used to just have just the 3/4 half round. And these two options, and then just at the beginning of this year we launched this new book, and we have more wood species. So we have like walnut and white oak because those were in popular demand.
Yeah, walnut is.
Yeah, and then various styles as well. So you have your solid hardwood option, and then your wood veneer on an MDF. So that way there's various price points. Different styles, depending on your application. Do you need something that's a little bit more of a thinner material versus, the solid hardwood? This is going to have like that fabric mesh backer, which is nice. So you literally just construct some adhesive, apply it to whatever substrate you want. You can wrap columns or any like curved wall with it. Line art is very similar in terms of looks. This one is just like a completely customizable thing.
So this is, all right, so this is line art and that's what?
And that's Silencio. So the main difference, this one is more purely decorative, whereas this has the felt. So this is like, if you were looking for something like this with acoustic properties.
That's just decorative.
The upside to this, if like acoustics aren't the concern, with this one, you can customize it however you want. That's the nice thing. It's like, it's almost, I mean, there's some limitations, but relatively, it's kind of like the sky's the limit on that.
Okay. All right, so we're here with Damiano, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about the Richelieu lighting systems that they have.
All right. So, hello everyone. We're here in Reading, Pennsylvania at the open house, Richelieu open house. And we're looking at the Richelieu exclusive lighting collection here. We can start from our linear solutions. Our linear solutions right now are mostly in silicon. So we have two different products. The first product is the SEH4. They're all FlexiLED. So FlexiLED SEH4 is the accent lighting and is a simple pressure fitting. So these lights comes in rolls. We can cut these tapes every inch. And after we route our cabinet, we can simply push it in with our fingers and pressure fitting them. All these products are already pre-wired. The second silicon tape is the FlexiLED 86. The FlexiLED 86, same concept, pre-wired. We can still recess it, but it also comes with a 3M peel and stick adhesive. Then we go to our puck lights. Puck light that now come in two different versions. We have our hole, which is the round version, and we have our new Hypso, which is the squared version. So we can see that we have different temperatures, but we have recently introduced the D-Motion version. So the D-Motion is a new system that allows us to change the temperature of these products.
What would be the difference between this type of lighting versus, everybody buys on Amazon, quick tapes, quick rolls and stuff like that?
So you will not be able to find these kind of products on Amazon or eBay. These are brand new products from an Italian company, Domus Line, which is the leader in the LED industry around the world. Secondly is the technology that you see here. As you can see, there is no more pixelation in these products. Yeah. The technology that comes also from the power supply that we're using. Power supplies that they are super thin today. They are 3/4 of an inch thick. They are all in one, meaning we don't need anything else beside the power supply itself. The light simply clicks into the power supply without any hard wiring, without any clipping, without any positive and negative. There is no more wired exposed or anything else. So that's really the innovation behind
Can you connect all this to all the modern technologies like Alexa?
The second one is a Wi-Fi module. So it's basically another receiver, but instead of receiving radio frequencies, it receives Wi-Fi networks. So now that we can connect to our home Wi-Fi network, We can use different ways to operate the light. We can use a nice app that we can download for free, a Richelieu Wi-Fi app.
Okay.
So now, once that we sync our light into our phone, we can start using these voice control systems. Kitchen off.
Okay.
So we can turn on, off, adjust the temperature. If we are working on a temperature control, we can also ask Alexa or Google to change the temperature.
All right.
And that's pretty much it.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate all the information.
Absolutely. You guys enjoy the show.
Thank you. All right, guys, there you have it. Any and every product you saw in here today, you could come by Topless Supply. Either we have it on stock or we could order it for you. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.